Hello, everyone. Today, I want to talk to you about the topic that we left off at. Before this video, we were talking about ideas for capturing traffic and converting them into your loyal fans. So, growing your audience. So, when you initially do that game plan, that it was overall what you do. But now I'm going to break it down to how do you find that niche following. So let's take, for example, I want to take you back to my Wix so that you can see home, passion, business, blog. And then under blog, I have my social media. Okay. Very simple. Now, life. Why did I change life? Because my home page was just this. Okay. Now I can actually make this, instead of a home page, a full blown about me. Okay. So a very deep story so that I automatically connect with the person that I want to connect with. So I'm also going to post a video under this course right here, under this video, or a link to so that you can see it. And it's a very well-spoken speaker, and she is amazing. She is one of the greatest speakers. And so I'm not the greatest content writer. So how I'm going to write my about me page is going to be like her concept for storytelling. She's really, really good. And that's what I'm going to use for my about me page. So those two can already be together. Okay. And now we're looking at passion, business, and then social media if we really want to touch that topic right now. So let's do passion, because passion business is very, very broad. So day one of you constructing a niche market for a passionate person, passionate in what subject is would be that first question. Passionate in what? They could be passionate in anything. So let's just say they're passionate in storytelling. So as we was just talking about that, they're passionate about storytelling. What is the characteristics of a person that storytells? Okay, well, you know that a person that likes storytelling is usually the person that knows how to really write a good status or take a really good picture. And that's something that you would really have to research on so that you can dig deeper into understanding that characteristic of that person. And then number two would be, what type of connection will you want to have with this person? Is this a professional? Is this a more soft connection? What type of connection do you want to have? How you get that connection is depending on how you trigger their emotions. So if you come to a very soft person and you start speaking aggressive, they're going to feel very uncomfortable. So they're not going to want to follow you. They're not going to really want to listen to what you're trying to tell them. Or they'll listen, but they just don't like you because you just came off as a really aggressive person. And because they're soft, you didn't know how to build that connection. So research on that. Now, this is where your blog or your post or your marketing campaign or whatever you're trying to do, this is where everything changes, right? It's these two questions. And these two, I'm going to type them in. What is their biggest issues. I also like to say obstacles or uh, issues, obstacles, uh, mm, problems. Let's just keep it at issues and obstacles. I'm thinking too deep about it. So, what is their biggest obstacle? That's very, very important. And the last question is, how can you solve that issue? If you can find out question number one from the previous questions that you're going to be evaluating your person, or you're following the person that that you would want to be in your audience. But once you find that out, this is where it's what's gonna either say you're successful or not. This is that juice right here. This is the ticket. This is the key. These two questions. Um, and I can tell you that because I may not be the greatest online guru, but if we were to do some type of consulting in the outside the internet phase, these two questions are the most important questions that you find out in the client that you have at that moment. And I guarantee you, it's not the it's not that different. It's definitely not that different, because if you can fix an issue, if you can make my life easier, I'm willing to pay. Why? Because us humans, we are naturally lazy. It's just built in our heart. Okay. So if you can find a way that will make my life easier, yeah, I'm definitely willing to pay. Follow you? What? I'll definitely put my email in. Let me find out what you got. Okay. So those two questions are highly important. And those two right there, that's a whole industry in itself. So what is day one? Figuring out those questions, and then breaking the issues and solving the problems. Boom. Breaking the issues and solving the problems, but then breaking them down. So let me see, because I'm spelling all this wrong. Give me a second. Breaking the issues down. There you go. Down and solving the problems. But dun, dun, dun. So you know what? I'm actually gonna say that. So fixing the issues and then breaking them down into simple steps they can follow. So now that you found out how to fix their issues and you broke them down into simple steps that they can actually follow and integrate into their life and make everything easier, not only are they now very, very loyal to you, but they're definitely going to sign up for your email list. So that day one is very, very productive. And you want to do both of them. So business and passion, because social media is going to be day three. Okay. That's when we worry about social media, day three. Okay. So do the same with both, and then write down the game plan as well for day one for those two topics, or whatever topics you have, because you might have just one or multiple. Okay. And then that's when you relax and then wait for day two. Okay. So day two is going to be my next video. So stay tuned, that this one is very, 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 very useful. All right, guys. So this is Miguel Villar, your genius consultant for business online and outside and everywhere else. So hoping that you're enjoying my videos. And if you have any advice to give me, then you can definitely let me know. Still working on it, and I'm the man. All right, guys. Bye bye.